I want you to picture your client going to their mailbox. It's a Tuesday morning, they're tired, they've got a million things on their mind. They open up their mailbox, pull out the stack, bill, junk, catalog, credit card offer, more junk. And in the next 3 seconds, they will make a decision that will decide whether everything you've been doing, the list building, the handwritten messages, the frequency planning actually pays off, or if it'll just get sorted into the recycling bin. That 3-second window is exactly what design controls, and most agents are completely blowing it. In this video, it's all about making sure that doesn't happen to you. And here's something that most real estate agents don't think about. They spend all of their energy and their concern about what's inside the card, the message, the ask, the referral part of this. But if we don't survive that 3-second audit that people spend at their mailbox, none of that matters. The most beautifully crafted message in the world won't do a single thing if no one actually reads it. So your card actually has 2 jobs. One, get opened, and then the second is obviously create connection. And design takes care of one of those, because before they even open it, they're already judging it. They're judging it by the way it looks, the weight of it, the way it feels when they have it in their hands. And research on package psychology shows that consumers make a judgment about things they encounter within about 7 seconds. So they're looking for visual and tactile cues. They're looking at the materials, the weight of things, the texture of it when they feel it. All of these things must work coherently to form a single message that really represents you and your brand. Your card is a package, and how it's packaged tells your client exactly what type of agent you are before they even read a word. Let me describe a card that I see real estate agents send all the time. And while I'm talking about it, I really want you to visualize it in your head and in your mailbox. It's a glossy cardstock, big logo on the front, probably a picture of a house somewhere on it, and in big letters it says agent's name at XYZ brokerage. They've got a QR code on there that they want you to scan to go to their website to maybe look at some listings. And of course, probably an outdated headshot. And imagine getting that card in your mail. Does that feel like a card from someone who actually cares about you? Or does it feel more like a flyer or an advertisement that was just folded and sent directly to you? All of your clients' mailboxes are already full with marketing material and corporate advertising. Between the magazines, the coupon packs, direct mailers from every business in town, we all have a highly trained internal filter to immediately spot these and sort them into the recycling bin. And a corporate looking card doesn't just not stand out, it actively confirms to the person receiving it that this is marketing. Toss it. And the moment that happens, you haven't just lost a touch point, you've just reaffirmed to them that you're just another agent who's looking for another deal. And that is the complete opposite of what we're building here. Here's the golden rule of card design, and I want you to burn this into your brain because it applies to every single design decision that you'll make from here on out. And it's that cute beats corporate every single time. And what do I mean by cute? What I mean by cute is not putting a picture of a small puppy on all of your marketing material. What I mean by cute is warm, friendly, personal. I'm talking about the type of cards that you would see at a boutique shop, a local one in your town. Something that a friend would specifically pick out for you. Those are the types of cards that will get opened, they'll get read, and eventually end up on someone's fridge. And your clients' mailboxes are already just overflowing with corporate mail. We need something that cuts through that noise. We need something that makes them stop and think, wow, this is super nice. Not, oh great, another ad. And if you aren't sure if your design's on the right track, easy question to ask yourself is, would I be proud to put this on my fridge? If not, you're on the wrong track. Now here's something that goes a little bit deeper than just looking nice. And this is where card design intersects with real psychology. When someone holds your card, they're not just seeing it, they're feeling it. The weight of it, the texture, the materials, whether it bends easily or if there's some substance to it. And research shows that people can quickly distinguish between high quality and low quality materials. The little details like the right texture and sturdy materials really do make all the difference. It increases the perceived value of what you're sending, and in turn communicates to them that this has quality. This insinuates that you care. And think about what that means for your card. A thin, flimsy card just communicates to your past clients and sphere that I chose the cheapest option. And a thicker card with a matte finish and some substance to it tells them hey, someone really put some thought into this. And they were thinking of me. And the crazy part is, the card hasn't even said a word yet, but it's already building your professional reputation. And this is why the specs matter. Aim to always have at least a 16-point cardstock. I prefer doing matte over gloss. Make sure the size is at least a 4x6. I do a lot of 5x7s because it's more substantial when someone's holding it. These aren't just printing decisions, they're perception decisions. And if the quality of your card is a reflection of the quality of your service, we want to make sure that reflection is a good one. So when it comes to actually getting your cards printed, we have two different options, and I'm going to break both of them down for you so you can make the decision that is right for you. Path number one is pre-made cards. Super easy to find. You can get them from boutique shops like anywhere on Etsy or local stationery shops. The pros of this is they're already done, they're generally high quality, and there's no design work for you. The disadvantage is you can't customize them. You can't really add your brand colors, anything like that. And the cost per card is generally going to be a little bit higher. If you decide to go this route, just make sure that you're picking something that is warm and friendly, not anything that could even be remotely perceived as corporate feeling. We want to avoid anything that could look like a brokerage provided flyer. We want it to feel like it came from a close friend, not something that just came off a marketing assembly line. Path number two is DIY design. And nowadays with things like Canva, this is super accessible, even if you're not a designer. The great thing about it is you can completely customize what you're doing. You can add your colors, your brand, your personality. The downside to this, though, is obviously time. Done well, designing cards does take quite a bit of effort. If you do decide to DIY this yourself, here are a couple of design main points. Stick to one or two fonts throughout the design. Focus it on one image or one illustration, and leave a lot of room for white space. The number one mistake I see people make is trying to cram too much stuff in on their card design. And here's something super important. Whether you decide to buy pre-made or do it yourself, make sure that your branding isn't front and center. I always put mine on the back of the card. The front should always feel like a card from a friend. And then we can use the back to just lightly remind them that you're in real estate and provide your contact info. Because remember, if your card looks like an ad, it's going to get treated like an ad. But if it looks like a note from a close friend, that's what'll get read, kept, and remembered. And I want you to think about the difference between a card that gets tossed and one that gets kept, because that's the whole game. A tossed card is a wasted stamp, wasted touch point, and a wasted opportunity. Your name never even registered. The connection never happened. You might as well never even sent it. And a kept card is something else completely different. If it's on their fridge, if it's in their drawer that they open once a week, every time that they see it, you get a micro impression, a tiny subconscious reminder that not only do you exist, but that you care about them and that you're their person for real estate. And cards don't only get kept just because of message inside. A lot of times they get kept because it just feels too nice to throw away. A beautiful design, quality materials, something that felt warm and personal. And here's the compounding magic of a kept card. It doesn't just give you one touch point, it gives you dozens. Every time they open that drawer where they put the card, every time they walk by the fridge, the card keeps working long after it arrives. And design determines which pile your card ends up in. That's why it matters so much. Before I wrap this up, I just want to give you a quick checklist you can run through on every card before you send it out. It's 5 questions and takes 30 seconds. 1, would I put this on my own fridge? If yes, proceed. If no, we need a redesign. 2, is the design warm and friendly, or does it feel corporate at all? Question number 3, is my branding subtle? Is it on the back panel only, or do I have a big logo on the front? Remember, we want to keep it quiet and keep it classy. Question number 4, is the cardstock thick enough that it feels substantial? If it bends easy in your hand, then it's time for an upgrade. And question number 5, does this look like something that a boutique shop would sell? Or does it seem like something that a quick print-on-demand shop would send out? So run this checklist and it'll guarantee that you send out cards that get opened, get read, and get kept. Because that's the foundation that the rest of everything we're doing is built on. So now your card looks the part. It's warm and friendly, it's substantial, it passes the fridge test. Your client opens it, they see your name, they start reading, and now everything depends on what you wrote inside. And here's the thing about the message. And most agents get this wrong. And it's not because they write something offensive in there. It's because they write something that's invisible. It's generic. It's something that's easily forgotten. In the next video, I'm going to show you the exact formula of a message that creates genuine connection, stays in someone's mind for weeks, and plants a referral seed so naturally that they don't even notice that it's happening. It's a 3-part formula, and once I teach it to you, not only can you use it in these handwritten messages, but you can use it in emails, texts, social media posts as well. And when I've taught this to hundreds of other agents, it's been a game changer for their ability to generate referrals and increase their business. So look forward to seeing you there.